Greetings all, Frog here. It's time for the Friday update from the pond for the 28th October 2016. Welcome, gentles all. We have been quite productive this week, although I kind of trailed off a little bit because I was productive, so I slacked off in the middle, which is sort of frustrating, which is why you see all of this red that has to go. I still have one more episode to record for Factorio Hands-Free, and I could do it, but I think I just want to get to bed a little earlier tonight than what it would be. So I'll get it done Friday and start recording the next bit on Friday, Saturday morning, and then all of Sunday, and it'll be a hunky-dory time. But that's next week. Let's talk about this week. This week, I had a bunch of fun playing the GeoGuessr. I had to do a little bit of a different challenge because Satelands was off this week, and we fell behind and messed up in American Interiors. So we had a bunch of interesting things going on to make it right. So it was a lot of fun, some good challenges. So feel free to send in your own. Always looking for more. And we passed the 300th episode of the year, so that's always nice. CK2, we're continuing along in the nice progress. Tomorrow's episode, from what I remember, is a pretty good one. They're trying to do some things. If you've watched the first two this week, you'll know. Doing some things with the Norwegian succession and playing around with that. So lots of fun things coming up with that. Isaac, Afterbirth, that is pretty good. This week it was all lost. Lost attempts, because we have Lost Mega Satan to do, and that's it for the Lost. At the beginning of the week, we have Eve, Lazarus, who I kept forgetting about. I never mentioned him because I didn't honestly remember until Tuesday that I needed to still do Lazarus. So Eve, Lazarus, the Lost, Lilith, and the Keeper Megastan runs to do at the beginning of the week. If you don't want to know about the spoilers, skip ahead about 30 seconds. Okay, so now, at this exact moment, which is going to spoil a little bit of Sundays, well, I mean, yeah, because now that I said it's going to spoil it, it'll spoil it, but we don't have the Lost yet. Sundays is a really good episode, though. We get tremendously close. On the Tuesday, we did a bonus live stream because I was so prepared ahead of time, and I felt good, and I didn't have to go into work early on Wednesday, that I was like, you know what, I'll play another hour or so of Isaac, and so I knocked out the Keeper and Eve. So the only one left now is Lazarus, the Lost, and the Lilith, but which is really tough to say back to back. Lazarus, the Lost, and Lilith. So those are the three left to do for the Mega Stands. And then, of course, we have to find a whole bunch of items. Looking through it, I don't think I've actually ever used Blank Card, Sun Card, which blows my mind. So we will have to try and remember to do that. Next time we have an opportunity to have Blank Card, we must keep it, because then we must find a Sun Card. And it's as simple as that to get Blinding Baby. So it's very strange that I haven't done that yet. But then there are like 11 items left to go to unlock. One of them, of course, is Godhead, because that's what you get when you defeat Megastan as the Lost. But I don't know what else is missing. I'll have to do an actual study against the list in the wiki, and then know what it is I'm trying to find, because we are so close. There are 11 secrets and I think 11 items left to go. So I'm very excited. We're honing in on 1001%, and I appreciate all the support on the path to get there, because there are very, very few Isaac players that actually have 1001%, and it's possible, though I don't know exactly when Afterbirth Plus is coming out, because I fully expect it to hit next Monday, to be honest with you, as a surprise announcement. Hey, it's Halloween, here's Afterbirth Plus. But it's possible, even with that we could finish the game by then. So I'm so hoping that we can do it. If it launches, I will not buy the DLC until I have 1001%, because it'll be too complicated. But we'll definitely get it, because I love playing it. Factorio Hands-Free, we are getting closer and closer to actually getting God Module 2s, and then 3s, and then 4s, and then 5s, so I'm very excited about that. We have gem processing to really get started then to get the next levels, the 3s, the 4s, and the 5s, but for now, things are getting exciting, frankly, so I'm very, very happy about that. It's going in a very positive direction, and we haven't handcrafted anything since the mistake in like episode 5 or something. It's been very good. And it's really changed the way I play Factorio, because I find myself in Factorissimo not wanting to handcraft things either. I'm doing it because I can, but finding ways to be more efficient without actually handcrafting. So I may, don't keep me to this, be joining the League of the Non-Handcrafters. But we'll see. I'm not convinced I'm a reluctant convert, so we'll see what happens with that. Factorissimo, we are getting into Inception levels for sure, especially in our smelting areas. I'm now down 3 deep in both smelting areas by the end of the week. Spoiler alert, but I mean, you kind of saw it coming in the first 4 episodes, so we're going with that one and upgrading things, and it's really cool actually how much we have been able to pack in to the small bus, and we're going to start doing power armor, and we're going to start doing rocket preparation. So I'm very excited about that. I think I'm going to do a Factorissimo for each part of the rocket. So that'll be kind of neat. The live stream was very successful on Tuesday. Had a lot of good time. A lot of people came in. Don't forget to stop by. It's every Tuesday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, including next week. Next week, you say? Next week. Next week's more of the same. I like this formula we're doing right now, so I'm going to stick with it. GeoGuessr, of course, every day. We'll do the State Lands Challenge on Tuesday. That is coming back from Mr. Brett. It may even be live right now. I haven't checked yet, but he said it was probably the end of this week that it would go up. So we'll do that. We'll do American Interiors on Thursday. And then Saturday is, of course, the Great White North. So we'll do all 3 of those. And then user challenges Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. I do have ones lined up, but if you've never submitted before, feel free to do so because you'll go to the top of the list. So you'll get in next week. I haven't recorded them yet, as you can see, so definitely come on and buy. The Lothian, we are trying to do the Empire thing. We only have about 130, 140 years left, give or take, so we don't have a lot of time left to get this done, but we'll certainly try and get the Empire. If we can't do it, I'd be very, very sad. I think we can, but it might mean we're going to have to start truce breaking, but we're not there yet. Don't want to do that yet. Afterbirth, I've already told you what the goals are. Are those the same numbers? No, they are different. They look like the same numbers at first. We'll be going to get 1001%. So we're going to be playing Eve runs. We're going to be playing Lost runs. We're going to be playing Lilith, or not Eve, Lazarus. We're going to be playing Lazarus runs, Lost runs, and Lilith runs until we get Mega Stand for each of those 3. And it's going to happen, gosh darn it, because we've gotten so close with the Lost. And with Lilith and Lazarus, it should theoretically be easier. I think Lazarus will be fine. I just haven't done it because I forgot I still had to do Lazarus, so I haven't even been playing him at all. So this week might feature a little bit of Lazarus, and if there's time, sometime this week, there'll be a bonus live stream where we just play Isaac to get this done, to get to 1001%. And then Factory Hands-Free, Factorissimo, I've kind of already talked about our plans for that. So that's what that is. In terms of the real world, things are going fairly well for me. Life is getting a little complicated. Work's a little more complicated, just because of some staffing issues that we're dealing with. But we will soldier on. I'm happy with the solutions that are going through. Pleasantly cautious in some others, and I think that everything will work its way out in the wash like it always does. So you just got to keep going on and keep doing your work and keep running reports and keep doing all the analysis and making things better every day, because that's the whole point. My wife is doing very well. I don't think she's made an appearance on the channel for a while beyond a hello, hey, I'm home type of thing, but she's doing very well. We're doing very well, and it goes on like that. So very excited to share the world for you. As we get closer to 2017 and the launch of the new channel, I'm getting very excited with the new possibilities there. Just kind of as a small preview, there'll be a little bit of personal vlogging on that channel, which will take less. It will take away from this particular video. This will be much more channel oriented. Life oriented will stay over on the new channel. I'm definitely going to collaborate with a couple of my friends on an idea that I can't remember if I've talked about or not, but I don't think I have, and I'd like to keep it that way a little bit longer, but we're going to collaborate together on an idea, and I'm very excited about that. And then I think I'm going to try and convince some other friends of mine to contribute their own content and make it more like a destination place. So I'm not doing all the content for it, but maybe there'll be a video a day with, like I'll have my vlog once a week. My friends and I will collaborate on something once a week. We'll probably get together once a month and then have enough content for the whole month. But that's kind of the idea. We'll have some other show come in for once a week, that type of thing. And just kind of make it a little Purple Frog destination. And eventually we'll announce what the name of that channel will be later. But we're not quite ready to launch that out yet. So when all that starts to happen and gets closer, I'll let you know. If you want some more details, of course, if you're at the $5 level or higher at patreon.com/PurpleFrogPlays, you will be part of the call, which I guess I could put in on this week's schedule. We will be doing the call at 2 p.m. Oh, come on, man. Can I format paint this thing? You can't do format. Yes, you can. All right, format paint this thing. So we're going to be doing the call around 2 p.m. Eastern time. So I'll be there. We'll handle it like we have in the past. I will be sitting there waiting on Skype. And if you are a contributor, you will have had my Skype ID. You just call in and say, hey, I would like to blah, blah, blah. And then we'll chat about, and we'll talk mostly about the new channel, but a little bit about this because there are some changes that I think I'm going to see in 2017 as well for this. Minor things, but we'll make some changes and you'll hear about it there first. So that will be the monthly call, as you will. We'll call it the monthly frog call. Maybe I'll get some sound effects. I'm not going to get some sound effects, but it'd be funny. So that's how we have it this week. It's short and sweet for me, 10 minutes. It's a long vlog for other people, but that's good enough for now. So I've already mentioned it. If you can, and in the means, head over to patreon.com/PurpleFrogPlays. There are levels for everybody. The $1 donation, I can't call it a donation. It's not tax writable. The $1 contribution, that will be more than 1,000 page views on YouTube. So I really appreciate that. Keep watching the videos. Of course, those will always remain free, although there will be advertising on them as we're trying to make money to make some scratch. What we have now basically is everything that is pledged at this moment will cover all of my hosting fees and all of the Internet Creators Guild fees and the utility fees that I use. Plus there's actually now a little bit extra, so it'll help start building a games budget, which is very nice. So we can start getting some new games maybe out there and just trying some new things, especially for the live stream, like Can't Drive This, which of course was a donated key, but things like that that we can get out there and try and get the message across. So head on over there if you can. It would be really appreciated. Certainly, of course, look at the schedule. You can see it ahead of yourself. If you want to stay updated on more live stuff, I do tweet every now and again. I go through phases, but I'm back on the top phase again of interacting at least. I'm not necessarily posting a lot of original stuff on my own, but I am having conversations back and forth, and that's kind of the fun thing. But head on over there and check it out. For now, though, we are way out of time in terms of what I had planned, so we will leave it right there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and click the like button, even for these updates, because updates are fun. I still remember insert country here and the enjoyment that you took out of the updates. If you're still watching, hi, how are you doing? I hope things are going well for you. And certainly subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because if you haven't, what the hell? You should subscribe. It's a fun time. We're getting closer and closer to 700, which is closer and closer to 1,000. So it's just steamrolls and steamrolls, we hope. But until next time, cheers.